gets taken out first, but even then, he's tried a lot of times now.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the idea is definitely for Momo to go to the back line. But now he has to change targets, right? He has to go for Sasa because Sasa is going to be the one that's going to be destroying the front line. And Gideon, you called it out. Sasa doesn't need a Malefic Roar, so he goes for the Rose Gold Meteor for a little bit more protection.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to get bursted down. For the most part, like, he barely interacts with Shizo. He only finds Shizo towards the end or the second last person, but wait, this is actually a really good position.
Okay.
Wait, is Todak not going to posture for this?
Wait, they're actually going to rush this. Wait, huh? Where? Huh? What? Todak?
I mean, like, Smooth did a good job, right? He made sure that Gary has no avenue to go in. And Todak, they had to deal with the side lanes, so they don't have the numbers. They couldn't fight back.
Unfortunate. A good setup from King Empire eSports. At least this time, they're doing their chores. Not like previous game where they were always late to do their chores and Todak always had control over this Lord. Now we're seeing the reverse. With this Luminous Lord, guaranteed an inhib in the mid.
Oh boy, now Lord's coming in. Todak, they have made a small blunder here. Tried to go for a flank, did not expect the Lord to be taken down that quickly. Now inhibitors will fall. They're going to be dropping everything on Gary. Concealed play from MALAYSIA gets count on two-man wall charge, but where's the follow-up? Suzujin will survive, but the counter play from Dato catches Gary. He needs to get out NetherRealm preemptively, but it misses. So misses Gary. He's gonna fall, and now KGE picks them all one by one as Todak cannot defend. One blunder leading to another. And now KGE saves 2-1, baby. 2-1.
Ooh, a beautiful front to back. Exactly what KGE was looking for. No angles for them to get in. EXP lane difference here. Oh my goodness.
Well, now we definitely got a game. And Sasa is making a name for himself, even though, like, and they're taking away comfort from KG. Taking the Vexana, taking the Claude, and having this floor in here. Something a little bit different for MALAYSIA because he's not good at opening the map, but he can back his team up.
All right, this time around, as we are heading into this game, back into the Land of Dawn once more, it's going to be Todak, currently 1 point, but it's game point for KGE, potentially the last bout, or could this go to 2-2? Let's find out as we load right into the game.
Oh, it is going to be an intense one here. Is a do or die for Todak. Will they be able to survive, or will King Empire show them who the real kings are as they go into game number 4? In this case, Dato is going to be backing up Suzujin a little bit here, but again, I feel like Todak is in a very, very difficult spot where they are going to be having their backs pushed against the wall as they try to deal with Vitor. Vitor now trying to force out a retribution, eventually gets it though.
I feel like if he was going to retreat anyways, he should have retreated much earlier because now Suzujin definitely has an advantage in terms of the clearing speed compared to Gary. So Suzujin can invade Gary at this point.
Check it out. Vitor is just like, 20% damage increase. How about now, sucker? He's just being annoying. As long as he forces out his retreat, he has done more than enough work.
Yeah, right now, Dedo is actually controlling Zaim Senpoi, not letting Zaim Senpoi onto the minions, and now MALAYSIA has to come and back him up. So Dedo is doing quite well with the... oh, okay, I don't want to jinx it. I'm sorry.
Say it one more time.
No. I'm done.
We're holding it back for now. Vitor, he's going to be running around being the pocket medic for everybody, especially if they're taking a bad trade in their lanes, while still trying to find any advantages whatsoever to give to their opponents. For the most part, as you can see, Shizo is doing a phenomenal job, especially 1v1 against Sasa in this lane so far, but on the opposite side, I can't say the same for Momo.
Yeah, and seeing how this is happening here, considering that there's been a lot of intricacies when it comes to trading here as well here, I feel like right now, Todak, they are playing this floor in the sense where knowing that Claude has done... Oh, wait, hold that thought. What happened? First blood on middle. Wait a minute. That shouldn't happen.
I mean, I feel like Gary understands that the mid lane is losing, so he has to add a little bit more resource there. Usually we see them going to the EXP, but this time it's like, you know what, Zain Senpoi, you be my guy, I'm gonna gank your lane.
But it does come at a cost, though. It does mean that Suzujin does hit his level 5 on time. Wait, no Faraga armor. 50-50.
This is not good. This is going to be a 50-50 from both sides here. Snatch comes in with the NetherRealm. They still secure the turtle for King Empire, but they will lose Smooth in the process here. They're able to get Suzujin and Dato out. That's a big win for King Empire, but Todak, he still get another kill.
Nicely done by Gary. I would have said nicely done by Momo, but Sutsujin got his retribution at the same time as Gary. It's just like Gary was just a little quicker on the trigger by milliseconds. And now Sasa, he's losing out. He can't breathe against Shizo.
Dude, like I said, this is Shizo's hero, man. His face looks like Claude. Get him on this hero and he can do wonders for you. You just gotta believe.
Yeah.
And the team believes in him. So be like a team and believe in his Claude.
I think this is why the reason why they got the Florine, right? Like, Claude has been nerfed so many times to the point that a lot of pro Claudes, quote unquote, has struggled to actually carry the game to the later stage game. But with the deal, it is gonna help him a little bit more in terms of scaling for this game. In this case, he is one level ahead of Sasa, and that's actually huge for Todak.
The truth is Claude the one receiving the nerfs, or is it just every other marksman in the meta just getting way better? I definitely think that, yeah, the nerfs do come into play, but for the most part, Claude is always going to be relevant in these types of games.
But right now, looking at the rotation here, Toda, they want Shizo to win a little bit more. They're going to invest a lot in this goal lane, but looks like the minion is not where they want it.
Oh my god, Sasa?
No.
He actually stole the crab?
Yeah, he stole it.
What?
It's like, thanks for the leash, guys. I'm gonna take that for myself.
Small victories. It's all about these small victories. And ideally, by the time this turtle spawns, we see Sutsujin still a full level ahead of Gary. But after losing out on that turtle, it might be a bit difficult to achieve. For the time being, at the very least, let's take a look at that mid lane, right? Because Detto, again, previously was trying to deny Zyme Senpai.
No.
Now it's the other way around every single time MALAYSIA, or even if Gary shows up into his lane.
Well, as of yet, Shizo now blazing duet down middle lane here. He's gonna shove the creep waves. Turtle gonna be the POI right now. Sutsujin looking for the plays. Dato doesn't have Purify, needs to be a little bit careful here when to go for the Nether Realm. Gary now starting things for the taunt here. Now the full drop comes in. They'll take one. Peter is out. And now Nether Realm already being bled out as well. Sutsujin with the Toys Baton. He's gonna go for the retreat. He doesn't get it. Needs to get out. Gary secures it, but the Appraisal Draft will destroy him as King Empire loses 2 more members.
Personally, for me, I kind of feel like it's not worth it for Sutsujin to stay there. Even if it does secure the turtle, there's a high chance that he's going to get taken down. So, I don't know, I kind of feel like at that point, you try to get one member of Toda because their engage was clean. Gary jumps in, Energy Eruption, gets them all together, and then Zyme Senpai drops a ward on top of them. The Eternal Guard was big there.
Yeah, the Eternal Guard was pretty gigantic. At the same time, I do respect Sutsujin for actually attempting. He was the same level. I think that he had a clean 50-50 chance against Todak's side, especially since Momo a little late to the fight, unfortunately. A good stun from Zyme Senpai is all they really need. And I think that's the major problem here.
Oh no, Sasa, he might be dead here. Okay, Gliding Wing comes in, Circling Eagle cancel Shizo. That's huge, but he's going to be able to get out for now. So King Empire, a little bit focused on towards the gold lane now. Both Sasa and Shizo going to be the most important players to be standing out here from both Toda and King Empire.
That was a good 1v2. Right now, King Empire, they're moving as a team, Momo!
Oh my goodness, Final Slash comes in, Eternal Guard, one-shot Sasa, NetherRealm not able to save him at all, and Zyme Senpai does it again for Todak, the oppressor. Give him a hero that can shut down people, and he will do it every single time. And now Sutsujin needs to make a run for it as well, getting mowed apart. Appraisal's Rock comes in, drops a lot of HP coming in as well. But King Empire, they're going to be able to hold on, but they've lost Sasa and Todak now, looking to find more picks.
Yep, slow wave being set up on the bottom side of the map. Top side going to get hard shoved in. They're trying to create some space, or at the very least try and take away this tier 2, but KGE refuses to let their structure go down. Todak, they back off, they don't mind, but at the very least, they know that the bottom side jungle is healthy and ripe with wealth to steal away from KGE.
Let me just say as well, Fredrid, his Energy Eruption has been nerfed, but Gary made it look like a non-factor. So far, he's been controlling the front side, the front lines very, very well. Gary has been performing extremely well with the Fredrin, where we see in other regions constantly getting banned out, but Gary has been getting it for free every single game.
I think a lot of people are confident in the counter picks, right? The Akais, the Barats of this world, sorry, the Akais, the Barats, all do very, even, wait, something, I feel like I'm missing one tank jungler out of the... Oh, sorry, the Boxio, of course. Natural counters to this Fredrin. But I think at the end of the day, like, the Fredrin generally just scales better than a majority of them, right? So it makes sense why it gets picked up for the side of Todak. I think that KGE, considering that they are the ones blue side banning Harith, it does come with a couple of costs and benefits.
Yeah, as of yet here, Sasa gonna be taking a little bit too much damage here. Dato can't seem to start the fight. Gary getting a nice taunt onto Sujin, but again, I don't think King Empire can find more if they don't go all in. The heals from North-Lisa is starting to get a little bit annoying here, considering King Empire is trying to peel them off. But Gary will be able to wants to start this off for now. But Tier 2 gonna be the point of interest. Shizo does a lot of damage here. They are gonna scare him off. Shinzujin tries to re-engage, but the rest of the KGE not ready to commit to this as they back off.
Toda really wants this turret, huh? I have to say, I haven't seen Momo for a very long time.
Yeah, he's been soaking up that mid lane for a while. I mean, he could have like pushed on the opposite side of the map to be fair, but I guess he doesn't want to be ganked. But I mean, Todak, they need to spread King Empire apart.
Oh my goodness, Vader taking a little bit too much damage here. Dado pulls them back, this is huge, but why are they diving? They're trying to do as well. The Toys Berserk comes in, but he able to get out. NetherRealm connects on 4, but they're taking too much damage. And now Shizo waits for the right moment. He goes for the Blazing Duet. He cuts the backline. He finds Sasa. He finds Vader. Now he's looking for Sujin, but is not being able to. Meanwhile, Momo 1v1 against Smooth. Smooth very low, but he will live to tell as Todak with a huge collapse on King Empire.
It's looking good so far. Mid-tier 1s will start to fall. Let's see what Todak does in the meantime, right? You definitely get somebody to start onto the Lord as soon as possible. But their Taurus, that bot side is pushing in. They should be able to clear this fast enough.
I gotta say, so many low HPs coming in from King Empire. I like that Toda has the discipline to not chase after that, because the Lord was up. If they died in that moment, then it's gonna be disastrous for Toda. So in this game, like I said, I prefer them just charging headstrong, but I'd like to see this.
Oh no, Vader getting popped off here. He could not open up the map. Todak finds a very, very big pick, and now the opening comes in. Sujin getting CC'd in. Do they want to continue this? They're trying to go for the taunt. Abrasion's Draft will scare him off, but Tier 2 going to be the point of interest. But Shizo, just one skill, Dado, dropping almost half HP. What do they do now? Like, what can KGE do at this point?
I mean, they take their time. KGE just needs the wave clear. They can play for high ground for a little bit, especially if they have their inhibitors still alive. And I think that's the most important thing. They need somebody to run up topside, and it's going to be Smooth, who's going to stall out this Lord.
So Sujin getting dragged back in here. He somehow gets out. NetherRealm already popped off. The Eternal Guardian will be saved from Saizam's standpoint, but eventually falls. The Lord on top also going to be cleared off by King Empire. Tier 3, gone. Spear connecting on Momo. But King Empire, 9k behind. Can't seem to find an opening against Todak right now.
It's too difficult. And I think that Todak right now, Gary, he's extremely warmed up. He is ready. He is now making proactive decisions to punish King Empire rather than just waiting for things to fall into his lap.
Another wave comes in. Gary going for the taunt. He's on the turret here. Nice pin from Sasa. Where's the follow-up? They're trying to make the play. Gary mowing down real low, but the final slash from Momo trying to set things out. The Blazing Duet not connecting. KGE, they somehow manage to survive, but they lose another turret again as Todak cracks open 2 lanes.
I think this is a checkmate angle from Todak's side. It's really hard to lose from this position. 2 open inhibitors for the side of King Empire eSports with a 10k deficit in Todak's favor. How do they recover from this?
Looking at the goal here, man, Shizo is 3,000 ahead of Sasa. Talking about comfort hero, this is huge comfort. And I gotta talk about the items as well, because Gary having the brute force breastplate as well as the Oracle kind of offsets the nerfs that he just got. And the fact that he has a Flooring with him, the Oracle is providing a lot for him. So he is able to solo tank everything coming in from King Empire, because the healing is enormous. the cooldown is there so that he can control everyone. He can heal by himself. But having Rafflesia, this is the angle that Gideon, you and me were talking about. Take something like a Rafaela, take something like a Florian, because that seems to be more his style. He's not an engager, so might as well just support your teammates from the back.
Yep, and I think, you know, Momo and Zyme Simpoi finding these like really crucial picks has been what's keeping King Empire Esports in check. Like Sutsujin, he can't walk up anymore. Gary is hyper confident. If he has to use Retribution, oh, that's perfect. Means that we get a free Luminous Lord.
Yeah, now with the Lord coming in, the spear connecting. Oh, gets blocked by Zyme Simpoi. Doesn't want to make an attempt. Todak secures the Lord, but again, now Todak with this huge lead. What can King Empire do now? Like, damage-wise, what do you think?
When you were saying, like, Vexana do it, I was thinking of Vexana with the body of a Padang. just taunting the Moscow, like, do it, just do it. Try me. I'll drop down my Lord. But looking at the damage here, Shizo is the highest damage, man. Highest damage, and in terms of the farm, he is leaving Sasa in the dust.
Yeah.
I feel like they've been saving this draft for an all-or-nothing situation, because we got to remember, this is potentially the last game for Toda. So if they win this one from a best of 5, went to a best of 3, and then goes down to a best of 1.
Yeah, now with the Lord crashing in as well, Sasa going for the full play. Gary find the kite move as much as he can. Lord gets chunked down pretty quickly by Sasa, so that's huge. But the inhibitor top side is gone. Smooth losing the Firaga armor, but Zyme Simpoi! He finds 3! He destroys them all! They're all dead! Faramis respawns, but it doesn't matter. Too much damage. Todak taking it to game 5. They've got the full series here for the first day of MPL MY playoffs. Do or die for either KGE or Todak.
The equalizer.
Backline, you can't always go for Sasa on this Moscow, so if you don't catch him, he's bound to become a problem.
Yep. Let's see how much of a problem it's going to be. We've seen the lane matchups. We have a rough idea of how this game is actually going to progress. With both teams in a position, look at one to team fight, the other to pick them off slowly. At the end of the day, the most important part is scaling as we jump right into the land of Dawn. Elimination match, tournament lives on the line. It's Todak up against their opponents, KGE, in this best of 5.
Yeah, and now, without further ado, let's see how things are going to be happening here, especially where now KGE made a little bit more adaptations. Hopefully, it is going to be fine for them. Same can be said for Todak, but this time, Rafflesia is going to be the ones that annoy Sutsujin instead of Vitor this game.
This is the loophole. Extra damage received in the jungle, not going to mean anything if no one hits me.
Exactly. That's the beautiful part of the game.
Wait a minute. Bottom lane, Smooth taking a little bit too much damage though. And
okay. As long as he doesn't get hit by the first skill from Momo right here.
Okay, he's fine. He's fine.
Nothing to worry about, right? Just lost his Petrify early. Means that he's not going to have as much lane control as he wants to. It's the only way to really turn the tides in that lane at the very least when it comes down to the life lead. But at the very least, Sutsujin, he's a level ahead of Gary.
Something to note here is that Sasa pick up the tenacity here, really thinking that he's going to get ganked or in a team fight he's going to get targeted a lot, which makes sense.
Which makes sense, definitely makes sense. I think that, man, the counter engage is going to be really, really rough, right? What are some pre-preparations that Todak has to do to make sure that this is successful, right? I think a lot of it just comes down to battle spells. How do we force it out of him?
Yeah, speaking of which here, Suzuki once again getting focused down this time. He's taking a little bit too much damage. So Toys Pistol comes in, but Vader, can he get out? Yes, he will. That's going to be Flicker out. So that's going to be 2 minutes with no Flicker for this first turtle fight.
A little bit sad, but still not like it isn't recoverable. I think that, especially for KGE, a bit of an advantage for them, assuming that they hit the level 4s on time. If they don't, if one person is missing the level 4, I think they call it off.
I would say that the timing is a little bit off because it was before 2 minutes and they tried to get something in the jungle, and that's where we see the 20% extra damage really comes in, because King Empire, they were chunked down quite a lot, so a little bit of misplay there. I understand what they're trying to do. They're getting extra farm onto Sutsujin, but that was pretty risky.
You think they could have waited right outside the jungle? Waited until it's 2 minutes and then walked in?
Oh, that thought for now because they're trying to make a play right here. Eternal Guardians comes in.
my
First blood,
God.
first move. He's shredding through all his armor here, and he's not even dead. Divine Judgment will
That's
catch
so
onto
crazy.
Momo in the midst of chaos. And guess what? The trust on Smooth has paid off for King Empire, and the dunk, the alley-oop, is gotta be Vitor to get the kill.
That's why the Yuzong is bannable, man. That's why you don't give Smooth a Yuzong.
My God, Gary could not move. He couldn't cast a single ability. He was just stuck in place for a total of like 6 seconds worth of stuns. Where Playfield might be next to fall here, but still, he manages to survive. King Empire, they've got something cooking here, and I think that Todak need to give respect to it.
Yeah, so far, Smooth has been surviving his lane, which is in a way winning, going up against getting ganked like 1 or twice. And the thing is, he has big impact when it comes to the turtle. Todak, they have to take note of this because turtle, if you don't secure it, fine. But what will happen when it comes to the ward, right? So after this, they gotta micromanage what Smooth is doing, and that's gonna be a problem because you gotta look at Smooth. But then when you look at Smooth, you might miss Victor, you might miss Sasa.
Yeah, this case, top side though. They are going to try to babysit a gold lane this time. They're setting up 4 on top. But King Empire, once again, not making unnecessary moves here. They're waiting for the next turtle, I guess. They just don't commit to the fight right now.
Yeah, this lane is pretty much lost from Momo at this stage of the game, right? Full level behind Smooth. Down in gold as well. Losing out on the EXP because of these stupid river crabs. Nothing seems to be going right, but doesn't mean that Momo can't make that impact, right? We're seeing the Vixana as well as Gary rotate down. Again, they want to get a preemptive gank onto Smooth before this Turtle or Lord comes up.
Yeah, but Smooth is just like, I'm not having it. You know who I am. I'm Lord Smooth.
Oh.
I'm built to take pressure.
This is disgusting. He's intentionally freezing the lane as well just because he knows something is up. Nicely done coming from the Smooth. And again, now he will have the Black Dragon to join the fight here, but Todak, they have to make a play. So Sujin scouts this out and confirms Smooth's suspicions. And it's going to be able to get out to this. Now the Lord Dance comes in, but Sutsujin, you got to make it work here. Retri on you. Circling comes in. Here comes the drop everything. Goes Smooth! Goes in! Catches 2! Sutsujin secures the Retri and Sasa gets the kill as they continue their assault. Smooth now finding one, but Sutsujin steals the kill away as King Empire completely engulfs Todak in the turtle pit.
All right, here's the wrap time, right? King Empire with this 3.4k lead, but more importantly, their huge EXP and jungle lead is gigantic, right? That's going to be what? 2 levels for Sutsujin, 2 levels for Smooth as well. That side of the map is completely compromised. These neutral objectives are hard to take, and worst yet, when all is lost, Sutsujin just has the bigger retribution.
It looks like Smooth is fuming, man. Because like for the past 4 games, I keep getting dunked on. It's like, okay, you guys have to understand, Smooth is a quiet guy. He's a nice guy. He's the kind of guy that wouldn't hurt a butterfly, right? But then you just know, I feel like going back and then the coach is like, hey, Smooth, how are you feeling? And then he just looks him in the eyes like, just give me Yuzong. Let me be 3rd pick. Don't let me be 4th pick. Let me do my thing.
Well, in this case, you talk about him being quiet here. In this game, he's an absolute monster right now. And he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I can't imagine Smooth calling for a tech pause. It's like, excuse me, Marshall, a tech pause. Why? I snapped my phone in half. This game has not gone well for me, but I snapped it in half.
All while just maintaining a smile. You know, like,
Yeah.
very innocent. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Cedric. Also, I did it with one hand as well, just like you, sir. For the most part, nothing's going to be happening here as King Empire slowly just rotating around, looking for an angle to get underneath the chin of Todak to eventually choke him out. Put him in a rear naked chokehold. Even a Kimura if they can find it.
Well, it is finally a best of 1 series, the full reset, right? Do or die. You can see both teams a little bit hesitant on jumping the gun. Gary also playing a little bit more defensively. Sutsujin, half on the turtle. King Empire looking for the jump reader. He sees, he doesn't see Shizo, he doesn't go for it, but Black Dragon being used to zone him off to secure the turtle. And once again, King Empire, they take a major objective. Conceal, comes in, he want to pull, but no! Shizo gets out to safety. Finally pops the Purify. He won't be able to survive. And King Empire misses the jump. Todak able to get out.
She's
Just
the
like
dodge.
Dude.
And Divine Judgment, dude.
That was actually
That was cool.
So he dropped the BMI. He knew he was going to do it. He quit before he sees Vader actually go and preemptively flicker. He pops that Purify, so he's untargetable by that CC, and quickly takes his BMI to sneak out of there to create just enough distance so that the animation can't even go through, even if it wanted to.
That's the thing, right? From my perspective, Shizo didn't even pop it, and he still got out first.
I mean,
so
I wish
weird.
we had a hand cam for that.
Here's the thing, right? We've seen this a couple of times. Moonton told us nothing can beat suppression. And then you have players like this that says, who decided that?
But speaking of deciding here, Vader, a little bit of a ballsy here. You know, he doesn't have Divine Judgment, but Todak is afraid that he might have it, so they don't really want to take the risk right now, and it's scary.
No need to. They have the 5K lead about to turn 6, and they get a free tier 1 if they want it, but looks like they're going to back away. I thought they'd be more aggressive about this. There we go.
Okay.
That's what we wanted to see. Just run them down.
Okay, you know, they force a flicker out of nothing in the first kill, and a spear now, sending up top, not going to be connecting. So KG can take this as slow as they can once more.
Yeah, we'll only see them go for that 2x multiplier once that Lord is in place, but until then, they're just waiting to pick off Todak one by one. Todak not making any proactive plays themselves, knowing that it can be a little difficult, but they are forgetting to do some of their chores.
Right now, King Empire is 7,000 gold ahead, and this is one of the more disciplined games coming in from both teams because it's 9 minutes in and it's only 4-0.
Yep.
Toda is not finding areas where they can exploit King Empire because for now, Victor has not really had a successful Divine Judgment, but it could be said that he's really trying to use it defensively instead of offensively. So if anyone oversteps they're welcome, that he's going to pull someone in.
Oh, Black Dragon being used to zone out the members of Toda. They were securely snipe lord available, but now he makes an attempt. He's going to pay with his life. Smooth, can he get out? No, he doesn't even die. He catches the setup. He turns in favor for King Empire. 2 down. Zion Senpai Gary taken out. King Empire. Smooth.
Wow.
Wow.
Great comms.
He's never going to get that Yuzong again, man. Never going to get that Yuzong again.
Now there's another one to add to the list. Used to be Paquito and Benedetta. Now it's Yutong and Benedetta. He's never going to be able to touch him again. Jeez, this team, King Empire, as of right now, are looking phenomenal, right? It feels like they can do no wrong in this game.
It's just crazy to think he just got it one time, and then they're like, why did we let this streak?
Oh boy. Not looking good for Todak fans with the Lord coming in. Smooth, not having the... Still has the Black Dragon actually, but he's nowhere near to contest this. As Todak will be able to defend this for now. Tier 1 still stands surprisingly on top though for Todak.
Well, they're going to take their time. They're going to take all the outer tier turrets and then probably use the Black Dragon form to maybe fight for one inhibitor. Really depends on how big the wave is. Considering that the wave is pretty small right now, don't think it's going to happen. And they've already used their first set of Lord Empowered minions. Second one, don't think it's going to make too much of a difference unless Todak walks out.
One good thing about this Lord take here coming in from King Empire, the thing is they didn't get inhibitors, but they got everything from the top lane, and I feel like that's a big swing in gold. Now King Empire is on the verge of getting 10,000. Dora is having a rough time here. Shizo wants to deal damage, but he still has not completed his Trinity items, only having the Demon Hunter Sword as well as the Golden Staff. The Corrosion Scythe is not there yet, so the damage is not going to be there just yet.
I mean, speaking of damage, apparently not even the gold is there, right? Like Sasa maybe 2.6, but Smooth at 2.9.
Whoa!
What?
3,000!
3,000!
3,000! What the heck?
It's over 3,000!
I hope he gets MVP and we get to see his GPM.
Well, speaking of which here, Suzujin going to be starting the fight right now. They pop the Eternal Guardian, his Zion Senpai losing his edge here. He's getting a little bit desperate coming from Todak, as there seems to be no windows of opportunity for Todak to actually punish any of this. They've not gotten a single kill, and King Empire, think about this, 6 kills, and Smooth was in all 6 of them.
I'm saying, like, even in the games that they lost, Smooth has looked phenomenal. He deserves the MVP. But either ways, right now, King Empire, they're closing all possible routes for Todak to go in. Surprisingly enough, Zion Senpai is doing quite a lot of damage, 20,000 damage dealt. But this is just him being him, man. He always deals the most amount of damage, but there's no opportunities to go in. This is the biggest, I would say this is the biggest weakness of the new generation of Todak compared to before, where previously, it's not, you don't have to worry about one person want to go in. Everyone wants to go in. But now Todak, no one really wants to go in.
Yeah, last time the previous Todak guard usually uses their death timers as a means to an end, right? Having overly long engaged fights, extremely messy, but they're always together. But unfortunately, not this time. Looks like Todak has taken a more reserved route, especially for their next generation, like you mentioned. But at the same time, they're up against King Empire. Previously having members from Team SMG and even Zyme Senpai being part of that squad just goes to show how much influence these players have.
Yeah, they just understand each other on the micro level and also their habits, right? And now seeing that Smooth is 13 minutes in 14 levels and as an XP laner, I don't know what Todak can do.
We got to talk about the stakes here. If Todak loses this,
it's over.
They're not going to MSC.
It's the first time they miss it.
They miss MSC. They miss the previous M series, like being the first team. Number 3 in the regular season. First team to get knocked out. Dang. That's not good for the Todak brand.
Well, speaking of which here, can they defend as King Empire does a lot of chip damage on Sasa down middle, but again, Todak playing this very safe. The bigger picture here is going to be the Lord crashing in as he slowly walks in here. Tier 3 will explode. Black Dragon already expended, cutting the back lines and looking for the push. Bitter tries to go for a flicker play, thinking about it, but still has the flicker. Divine Judgment. They're slowly mowing down all the inhibitors. Crystal down towards half HP. Todak, they will be able to hold on, but the King Empire, they're not risking it. Why?
I feel like it's a good reason why. Dude, there's so much at stake here, man. You don't want to make a mistake where Todak could possibly just end mid.
Yeah, that's true. But also because the big ultimates are gone, right? No Divine Judgment, no Black Dragon form, no reason to actually expand it, no way to enable them. Smooth, like before he left, used that Furious Dive to get the heck out of there. So at the very least, we know that King Empire, they weren't given the opportunity to actually jump in and find that engage, and that's basically just due to Todak being passive, right? However, the checkmate angle is still in play, 12k ahead, but Todak, they're catching up quick.
Well, they've got the ultimate here, round 2, take 2. Black Dragon comes in, no minions again. Not sure what exactly is going on through KBGE's mind here. Makes a second attempt. Black Dragon form down for now. Vader still going for the Divine Judgment. Pulls one. They connect on Momo, but he's able to get out. So no value for King Empire. Todak still holding on for their dear lives as the Crystal, 70% health. But it buys enough time as they try to push back KGE.
I'm pretty sure that was a mistake in terms of communication as well, because it looked like Victor really wanted the target. I'm pretty sure Terizla was not his target. And King Empire, I feel like if the communication was there saying, I'm gonna go in, burst them down, even if they chose the wrong target, it would have bursted them down. So I feel like the lack of commitment in that fight there shows that it wasn't communicated well, that Victor wanted to make a play.
Yeah. If not, you would have expected to see Smooth like jump in with Petrify as well. If they're already willing to commit the Divine Judgment as well as a Flicker nonetheless, then I think everybody should be looking to commit. Now, without the Divine Judgment, but more importantly, without that Flicker, Todak can anticipate when Vitor actually tries to close that distance. That's why we're seeing such a long Lord dance here. And it's not like King Empire needs to do anything. They've got 3 naturally pushing waves.
Yeah, and seeing how KGE is doing this right now, all they gotta do is just wait things out, right? They don't necessarily need to rush here. And Sasa, he's gonna risk himself to try and clear off top here. He's not even in this fight. Todak looking to make the jump here. Lord down towards half HP. They might be sniped here. KGE, they need to secure this. Sunsujin, can he win the retreat battle? Dato again! He steals the Lord with the Nana this time. Boom, now collapsing on the back lines. Now he's gonna try and run them off here, but Sasa with the spear from behind. Looking for the flag. Todak, they've lost from MALAYSIA, but they still keep their lives. They need to reset quick. The Lord already marching down the middle lane. KGE looking to take away the title, take away their dreams as Todak now, Momo tries everything to stop them. He will lose his life. The Lord knocking on the crystal. Momo will fall. Sasa focusing the crystal. KGE has done it. The King Empire, the true kings of MPL MY, telling Todak goodbye.
GG well played to King Empire. They qualified through the play-ins. Welcome to the playoffs here at day number 1. But we also have to say goodbye to Todak. They put up one hell of a fight in this best.
And think about this, right? Sasa has never played a single Moskov before any other season. And this season, he was able to adapt like
Is
what?
it enough against SRG?
As soon as Sasa leaves, Smooth gets pushed up against him.